What is happening in Big Nine Gaming? It is Austin here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Replay. Today we are going to be go ahead and doing the first place finals replay of the Friday live tournament. I'm actually going to be hosting the live tournaments every Friday from now on, so you can check those out. We have Matt up top playing Invoked versus Austin down at the bottom, another Austin, playing Dinosaur. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. Heck yeah, man. So, we got Matt up top winning the die roll, deciding he's going to go first. So, alright. Someone has an Ash. I don't know who it is. My mouse just automatically made me see that card. So, alrighty. So, we're going to start off with the Meltdown. And it was actually Austin down there at the bottom with the Ash. So, we're going to Ash the Meltdown, and then we're actually going to get called by the Grave, so the Meltdown can resolve, getting us an Alistair. Seems pretty cut and dry, drawing the one called by. Pretty nice. Alistair's going to come down, but he will not resolve, actually. We have a Gamma coming out. No Ash of his own for the Gamma, so Gamma's going to bring out Driver. We're going to set one and pass. Looks like he did not draw what he needed. Sometimes, like I always say, if you play a lot of hand traps, you may draw a handful of hand traps, but you will... if your opponent can't play, they're not going to beat you, so that's the point about it. So, no matter how many hand traps you have. So, it looks like he drew a Lost World after Matt set and passed. After that Lost World, we have Overraptor coming down. Imperm targeting the Overraptor. So, we will only get the token as a Chain Link 2 off Lost World. Or Chain Link 1, that way they can't. I know, Chain Link 2, that's right. That way they can't Ash you. But he had the Imperm, so. Now we're going to go ahead and have Overraptor attempt to beat over the token. Lost World will protect. Sending a Baby. Pretty predictable. What are we getting off the Baby? Misk. Alright. Have you read this card? Have you read this card? It's pretty good. It was at 1 for a reason. Alright. What are we going to use these two for? We're going to use some link plays. Going to do some overlay. They're both level 4s. Looks like he's actually going to use them to summon a Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix is going to discard to pop the back row, so you can go ahead and free off with misplays no matter what he's got back there. But he does have the Ash, so seems like hand traps versus hand traps. I like it. Well, the Misk was a nice Ash play against the, so he could play the W Evo. Now he's going to end with a Phoenix, and he's going to end with a Phoenix and a Ultimate Conductor, one unknown in hand. I really don't know what Invoked is going to be able to draw to come back from one Ultimate Conductor. We know Dinosaur's on Nibiru, so that's not a good card. Not in this matchup, at least. Alright, so we got 2 cards in hand. Meltdown on field. He's going to set one, and he's going to pass it back to Austin down here, who draws Fossil Dig. This is something we got to talk about here, guys. Let's go ahead and put this on pause. Why does Dinosaur is allowed to have 9 1-card starters? They got 3 Overraptor, 3 Miscellaneous, 3 Fossil Dig. Then you got the Archosaur, the Baby, you got the Pill. It's ridiculous, okay? Like, the consistency that's allowed to happen for this deck is too good. We always thought they liked Heroes because they gave Heroes all this crazy support. They gave Dinosaurs the same support. Hero lives, Miscellaneous Source. Same card. Actually, Miscellaneous is better. Fossil Dig versus Rhoda. Fossil Dig is arguably better. You can search more. Overraptor versus Stratos. Overraptor is arguably better because you can use both effects on the same Overraptor. Like, we thought they were babying Heroes this whole time. Nah, they're out here babying Dinosaurs. So Fossil Dig will grab that Overraptor we just mentioned. He's going to normal summon. Chain Link 3 will be Cosmic Cyclone, taking care of the Lost World so they don't have to deal with yet another token. The Misk is going to come down, making his plays pretty much useless with the hand traps. Alright, so Archosaur is going to come out. He's going to pop the Overraptor. Must not have a decent card in hand. Grab another Pill. You cannot do that. Yep, alright, so they realize they're in play. Let's get through. Let's do this here. Okay, so we're gonna use the Phoenix and the Archer Sword, discard and Nibiru. That was the last unknown card in hand. Yeah, that, like I said, that card's just not good in this matchup. Invoked will always put up a play, not a play, the Mecha Negate by third or fourth summon. So Unicorn spin back, go into another Evo pill, or that same Evo pill. So that's a game right there. That's 9,000 damage on board. And just for the flex, he's going to go into Access Code Talker. Very nice. That's 8,800. That's actually less damage, but, you know, still enough for game. So, going into game 3, they're going to look like they're going to make the Dinosaur player attempt to go first, because why not, you know? He drew 5 hand traps game 1. Might as well make him go first this time. He's not going to set up anything except for some hand traps. Well, X-Drive is a really good card. So, we don't have an Ash on the Invoked side. Coming down, we got a Fossil Dig. Like I said, 1 card starters. One card starters. That's going to search that out. Misk is going to discard. Searching the Overraptor. Hey, look. He had everything. He just searched the baby for free. Grabbing another Misk. Banishing to get Archosaur. And adorned Archosaur. The jeweled beast, baby. That's going to pop out that baby for a pill. I like how they pop in babies for pills. That's funny. Little baby will get Petita drawn. So Overraptor is just going to do a tag play for more pluses here. Okay, got Pankratops. That's a pretty nice. It's a pretty nice interaction to have. So we got Link Karibo coming off of the Archosaur here. Then Link Karibo is turning into Secure Gardener. And then Evolution Pill. And Ultimate Conductor. What else we gonna do here? Set 1. And pass. Alrighty, so here's where he gets some big brain commentary. I actually, and this is like I say, I don't know what he banished off of. I don't know what he banished off of the extravagances. We can look and see. I see. Okay, there's the Unicorn. So we don't know if he's playing it in the extra deck. We don't know if he's playing the IP in the extra deck, but he did banish the Unicorn, so that could be why he didn't do that play. But personally, I would use put the Link Karibo here, use these two into the IP, and then turn this into Secure. That way we go to the Unicorn. But we do see banish the Unicorn, so that actually just shuts that play completely off. So, alrighty. And no matter what he did, it did not matter because the evenly match would come down and then just clean this up. Those get banished face down. Pankratops, yeah, okay, so really doesn't matter, honestly. I don't think Dinosaur has much of a way of interacting with their banished face up or down. Okay, so we have the Ash for the Meltdown. Nice. Set pass. Lost World come out, search a Fossil Dig. It's gonna go ahead and search Overraptor. Lost World's gonna come out. Fossil Dig to search the Overraptor. Discard the Miscellaneous Source we knew he had from last turn. And now he's free to play Yu-Gi-Oh! As much as he wants. Actually, not as much as he wants. So Lancey comes down, shutting off the Misk, shutting off any searching of Ultimate Conductor he may have done. That's nice. So let's see where's he gonna go from here, Mr. Dinosaur player. So, alright, so this was a weird interaction here that I don't know why it happened. We actually had Overraptor's Chainlink 1, Lost World's Chainlink 2, and for some reason, Droplets is Chainlink 3, sending the Meltdown, which attempted to negate the Overraptor, but wouldn't because we already preemptively discarded Miscellaneous Source. So I don't know if he was just trying to get the card off the board or what was going on there, but... So we got the Overraptor punching into the token. Token's gonna, Lost World's gonna protect, send a Giant Rex. Ultimate Conductor is going to get in for a little bit of damage. We're going to go ahead and pass turn. Not much he can do here on this board. Desires come down, try and draw some cards. Draw two. Looks like we got a set 2 pass over to the Dinosaur player. Alright, what's Dinosaur's gonna do? Normal baby. That is gonna trigger a punishment. What's punishment out here doing? Sending cards, popping cards. So I don't think he has a. Why would he be playing? Well, he might be playing an Ultimate Conductor target. You never know. Could be nice. Looks like he's going to send an Intis to pop the Oviraptor. That's going to get the token off of the Lost World and the baby. So Intis now can only. I'm pretty sure Intis targets, right? Yep, Intis targets. So Intis has to pop either the token or the Lost World. So we're obviously popping the Lost World here. Banish the Miscellaneous Source, the Giant Rex, the Oviraptor, Petitodron, and it gets ashed. Well, that's at least going to bring the Giant Rex out. We don't have many places to go from here in the Dinosaurs area, so looks like I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, I don't think Invoked is dying this turn, but I don't know how much longer he's going to. He needs to overcome a huge Ultimate Conductor here, and just Book of Moon on legs is fantastic. So Giant Rex can't attack direct. Might as well go ahead and get into the Lost World, or the token. And then that leaves Baby and Ultimate Conductor to get in for free 35. That's 4,000. Nice. Leaving our Invoked player on just 3,000 life points. Passing it over. And it looks like that'll be the game. Yeah, he had DD Crow, drew the driver, and droplets. Nice. So, looks like we got the deck profile coming up here soon. Check it out. It's Dinosaurs with Austin Chisler. Make sure you check that out. Big Nine Gaming. Have a good night. Thanks everybody for watching. See you later. What's up, guys? That was a pretty intense duel we just seen. Now we're here with the winner of that. We got Austin here. Go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
How's it going, guys? I'm here to show the Dino deck list that I won with.
Heck yeah. How'd you do? How many matches did you play tonight? What did you play against, bud?
First match I went up against Unchained,
Okay.
and I won the first, or yeah, I won the first round, and then we hit time on second, and no one did any damage, so we did a tie.
Okay.
And then second match, I believe I faced you, and I can't remember what you were playing actually.
I'm pretty sure I was playing Guru that night.
Yeah, you were because you hit me with Zexal on the first round and could do nothing. Um, then final round, I actually faced what was it? Invocation, the Alistair Invo.
Okay, Invoked. Is there any Dogma in there, or
Yeah,
is it just like a pure Invoked variant?
I think it was pure because he didn't have any Reclesias or Fertilants or anything.
Okay,
Like,
okay. So we got pure Invoked running around out here, so. Alrighty, so go ahead and walk us through what we're working with here, man.
alright, so, I mean, you gotta run 3 miscellaneous until it gets hit again because, I mean, the protection's insane.
Card is ridiculous.
Um, it really is. I mean, that's a 1 card combo starter, to be honest. Um, the next is 3 Oviraptor until whenever that might get hit. Because, I mean, Stratos got hit before, but Oviraptor never did. At least never that I thought of.
Overraptor's never been hit. Stratos was hit years and years ago. I'm pretty sure Overraptor came back after Strat or came out after Stratos got re-released to 3 or around in that general area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, the one giant Rex, just because it's great for evolution pill, or just setting it off with conductor itself. Free special from Banish,
Yeah.
and then the one of Pankerchops,
Seems pretty
and
self-explanatory. Searchable disruption. I like it.
oh yeah, it's really nice. Two Amadorn Archosaur, because that's another combo piece that's just really good. And I think Dinos kind of needed that just to be able to search the pill instead of like hard drawing it or using Quantless or Overraptor to send Quantless through deck.
See, it was a nice combination. I seen like being able to make him search the pill and making him level 1 because in my opinion, if he's level 2, he'd still be played, but I don't think it'd make the deck as busted because then Miss couldn't just do it in and of itself. But that's just my opinion. I don't
Right,
know.
right, yeah. That's why I'm saying Miss is a great combo starter for it. I mean, I mean, protect it, banish it, special summon. And last night I was facing people that were playing Ice Dragon Prison and figured out quick that I should banish the Miscellaneous before I summon.
Yeah.
So, but last night I also got hit by a lot of Lancias. So I need to. Sadly I did not have any of my gammas, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah.
Um, I only play three babies. Two baby Saruses and one petite. I do
Okay.
not play a third baby Sarus.
All right. So explain your reasoning behind not playing the third baby Ceresaurus because I see a lot of decks and they're all playing three babies or three babies and one
Um,
petite.
I guess just consistency wise, because like sure I want to see him in hand, but I don't want to see him that much in hand because I can search him fairly easy with Oviraptor, Fossil Dig, um, send it from Lost World to protect the token,
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. You
and
see enough of it.
and in this deck profile, I actually played 12 hand traps
Okay.
and one brick for the hand traps. I actually played three Nibirus,
Mhm.
three Ashes, three Imperms, and then three Gammas, and then one Driver.
I think Gamma's just a fantastic card.
Oh, it really is. And actually, the Invoked actually hit me with the call by when I ashed him, so he was still able to get the meltdown search. And I mean, you'll see later what I had.
Yeah, we seen
Um,
that. All. Yeah, we seen that.
so,
It was pretty nice.
but yeah, and then I don't play any traps in main deck at all. It's just all spells. It's three Lost World, then one Terraforming.
Got to see the Lost World.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, I have to say that almost every match I sided out Terraforming just for some of my sides, to be honest. Just because of how many times I actually saw Lost World in hand.
okay.
Um, running the three mandatory fossil digs because they're just not once per turn and really good.
Everyone likes running a 37 card deck instead of a 40 card deck.
Yeah.
It's essentially three
Um.
upstarts.
Yeah. It's really good. I'm surprised it's not lower than three just because of how good it is. But After the fossil digs, I actually have three pot of extravagance because I mean the extra deck's nice, but Tyranno can almost go over everything.
Right.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah, like when you have your boss monster built into your main deck, you don't really need the extra deck.
right. So the extra draw power is just really nice, and just being able to get two cards and still have an extra deck. I mean, there was some times that I couldn't play my extra deck, but I was still going just fine.
I like
But
it. And then
the last two cards are the double evolution pill
pride and joy of the deck,
for
double evolution pill.
yep, yep.
Alrighty, so let's
So
go on down here to this side deck. See what we got looking in here.
I
So,
play on the side. I play one red reboot.
cards will stay
Then
at one.
yeah, it's pretty good. I side it. Usually I would take terraforming out and actually side that in with terraforming,
Makes sense. One O's for one O's. Uh,
just because of how much I was pulling Lost World. I mean, it was crazy how much I actually had it in hand.
Now looking down here, I see
Um,
a lot of back row hate. Now why?
okay, so if it was maybe what a month or two earlier, I probably wouldn't be playing it.
Hmm.
But the format changed when Ice Prison came out, and they're playing more traps in the back row or just stuff to mess up the opponent. Like there can only be one. Really messed with me. Um,
Makes
what
sense.
else? Summon limit
Yeah, because you
is
do.
another one.
Yeah, because your main play does two summons just to start it off. So
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, I still had outs even when I got hit by those, and then someone else also had Mystic Mine,
sounds
and
fun.
it was you that had the Mystic Mine, and I was actually able to figure it out. Had to just normal summon a Dino just to give you that token, so it can go into Unicorn.
Yep. The token of Lost World actually lets you play out of a lot of different situations that people don't realize. Um,
Oh yeah, I mean even the Unchained guy.
hmm
We I read Lost World, and once he had the token, he can't even target his own Unchained monsters or cards when
Nope.
he had the token.
Nope.
And I didn't even know that until like after I read it a little bit, and then I'm like, wait a second, you can't target anything but that token.
Yep.
So
And then if they
that made
attempt to
it
target to
broken.
destroy it, then you can just get a free protect. So they got to waste two different destructions just to get rid of it.
Yeah,
That's fantastic. Alrighty, so two
but
cosmic,
yeah,
three twin twisters. What else we got in here?
we got three Lancias just because Invocation is pretty good. It would have stopped that if I would have sided it out, but I mean, it wasn't really needed to be honest.
Okay.
Um, what was it? Unchained. I think they banished some, but nothing too impactful for Lancia.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I would actually side in the next hand trap, which was the DD Crows,
DD Crow seems
to
pretty
hit the
reasonable.
graveyard because some of the cards for Unchained they needed the graveyard to be full with Unchained stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just hit it, and I think I also sided in like two draw and lockbirds. Kind of got rid of the Gamma because Gamma only stopped one, where Droll stopped all the searches.
See, that Droll's really good in this format, especially because of Dryatron. They'll activate their first. They'll activate one card search, just to test the waters for Droll, and if you don't have Droll, then they're off to the races. And
feel like
Yeah,
that Droll's
yeah,
even Droll may be taking spots in my main deck over Ash, depending on how big Drytron becomes in my locals. But we'll see.
yeah. Um, yeah. Joel's my last side deck forward. But I also have a feeling that there is actually wind of a new format changing. I don't know if you've been listening or watching other people, but a lot of people are starting to say they're facing a lot of Shaddolls.
Yeah,
So the format is kind of changing because I mean everyone's doing all these special summons like Drytrons, like you said.
yeah.
They
You
go
the
through half their deck or something just to
Shadal's being able to cheese out the one Winda is really nice. The Winda is nice. I don't know. I might be experimenting with that. We might see some of that to come later. Don't want to give away too many cookies in the basket, but
yeah.
might be seeing something there. So yeah, I do. I've definitely been seeing Shadal stuff running around. Alrighty. So let's look at
Um,
this. Let's look at this fire extra deck. What do we got down here, man? What are we working with?
all right, since we run Pot of Extravagance, we're gonna run the two Doka, two twin Tornado Dragon, and two Lagia.
Okay.
Now the reason for Tornado Dragon is literally just again field spell back row hate. I
So
mean,
Twin Twister on legs. Okay.
yeah, a pretty good beater all around.
And then
Um, I mean, Dolka's just not once per turn and destroys a monster. It's really nice
okay.
having two extra negates. I mean, it's pretty much a gamma for free,
Nice.
and then just detach. I would actually go and make Oviraptor and Miscellaneous
Mhm.
into Dolka, and then send Miscellaneous just so the next turn I actually have a play with Miscellaneous.
Seems pretty interesting. Like it gives you pretty nice setups and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, it definitely does. And then Lagia is just a solemn judgment, pretty much.
Judgment on legs.
Yeah. And
All
then the
right.
one Abyss Dweller, because I mean it's nice to make when you know what you're up against, but it's not nice more than one. I can't see me playing more than one in
Makes
it.
sense. Like you need especially having the room. Spend extravagant. It really doesn't matter if you banish it all too much.
Right, right. And then we actually have the Link Rebo, Secure Gardener. Like you said, the Archosaur, it being level 1, I can go straight into Link Rebo and then Secure Gardener used in Link Rebo. And then Evolution Pills live.
For the
I
pillar you
mean,
search. So yeah, Archosaur is the one card ultimate conductor off of Miscellaneous Saurus is hilarious. I
yeah,
guess technically
it's
one and
really
a half
good.
because you have to have the dinosaur to destroy, but if all your monsters are dinosaurs, it's pretty much always gonna go off.
Yeah. And usually you probably have a dinosaur in hand. I mean, it might just not be a combo piece or something.
Right.
Um, I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of times I actually had Giant Rex in hand and didn't know what to do.
Mhm.
So a lot of times I would do that and just wait for them to summon or something like that while I had Conductor out and pop the Rex.
Interesting. Makes sense. All
Because
right.
usually I would already have another Miscellaneous in hand.
Yeah,
So I would just,
as long as you have another starter, it really doesn't matter if you have just one ultimate conductor. And I mean, heck, he's just such a good monster in and of itself. 35 and can book a moon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so then the one lambda to just make the gammas live when I'm going first, and then being able to. I think one board I made Lambda, Tyranno, and Dolka, and that's a pretty formidable board because even if you don't have the gamma, making lambda can just really mess with your opponent's mind because he might think like maybe I shouldn't do this because he
They're gonna
probably has
attempt to
gamma.
play around the gamma, yeah. So it causes them to overthink the situation. I like it. Got the mind games going.
And then the OTK boy himself, Access Code Talker.
Card's a monster.
Um, yeah, it really is. And then Nightmare Unicorn and Nightmare Phoenix. I mean, they're pretty good. Um, but other to changing, maybe I might actually change out um, Driver and Gammas for one Lancia and three Trolls, to be honest, and then put them in the side deck. But I don't know
Okay. Right.
because there was sometimes that I would draw. There was a lot of times actually I would draw into the Driver and not have a Gamma.
I can feel you on that. I honestly don't know how much of that is Driver himself being fantastic, or how much of that is Dueling Book Shuffler, because they like to give you those one ofs a lot. But
Yeah,
I can definitely see
yeah,
the testing process and swapping out the gammas for like drolls and stuff, especially if you're going into like I said earlier, Dryatron heavy meta, or you can use the Lancias because Eldritch is still running around very rampant. Um,
yeah. That's actually I was thinking about changing the Twin Twisters to Lightning Storm just for just for that, or the Cosmic Cyclones for Lightning Storm.
Seems reasonable. I mean, honestly, I don't know. It really depends. And the thought process on that, it just depends on how well you like the discard. So, but
Yeah,
alrighty, man. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate you having you on the channel. Glad you had a first place. Hope you continue to get more wins. Um, yeah.
thank
So,
you very much. I appreciate it for having me on here,
no
and
problem. Thanks. You got any shout
I
outs you want to do
just
real quick?
um other shout out to you. I mean, being able to let me show you the deck list that I won with. I mean, I I usually play zombies, but zombies is more of a fun deck for me
Mm-hmm.
than anything. But dinos is something that I liked ever since what was it? Ib came out, the synchro,
Yeah.
and I just went off with the True King version. But then I'm like, it's not even uh, it's not even that consistent anymore since they hit the diagram and hit Ib and everything else. So
Heck yeah. Well, I'm glad you're having fun playing a more competitive version and enjoying it. I hope you get more first place victories. You guys can actually check him out live Fridays when we do the streams from the tournaments. So you guys have fun.